There will never be another Jackie Robinson. It's not just a claim about athletic achievement. It's a simple truth about the arc of American history, a story of courage, talent, and the stubborn pursuit of justice. Jackie's path from small-town Georgia to immortality in the big leagues marks one of the most important chapters not just in baseball, but in the history of the United States. Jackie Roosevelt Robinson was born in 1919 in segregated Cairo, Georgia, the grandson of enslaved people. After his father left, his mother moved the family to Pasadena, California, determined to build a better life. Jackie grew up in poverty, facing racism and exclusion, but found escape and pride in athletics. By his teens, his explosive speed and raw athleticism set him apart. At UCLA, he lettered in football, basketball, track, and baseball, the first four-sport star in the school's history and, by many accounts, the greatest athlete ever to attend the university. His athletic gifts were matched by his strong sense of justice. During World War II, Robinson was drafted into the Army, where he quickly rose to lieutenant. He faced military segregation head-on and was court-martialed for refusing to move to the back of a bus. He was acquitted, but the experience steeled his resolve to stand against injustice, no matter the cost. Robinson's professional career began with the Kansas City Monarchs of the Negro Leagues, but his destiny was far larger. In 1945, Brooklyn Dodgers president Branch Rickey wanted to break baseball's color barrier. Rickey wasn't just searching for talent. He sought someone who could withstand vicious hostility without fighting back, a player with steel nerves and peerless skill. Jackie was that man. In 1947, Robinson debuted at first base for the Brooklyn Dodgers, ending 6 decades of baseball segregation. The decision was headline news and seismic in its consequences. Robinson was 28, a veteran by rookie standards, when he stepped onto Ebbets Field on April 15th. From the beginning, he endured an onslaught of hatred, taunts from the dugout, threats in the mail, even knives thrown in hotel rooms. Some teammates refused to play beside him. Opponents spiked him and beamed him with pitches. Yet, Robinson stuck to Rickey's rules. No fighting back, no outbursts, meet every insult with your game. He withstood it all, returning fire only with his bat and his feet. Jackie batted .297 as a rookie, scored 125 runs, led the majors with 29 stolen bases, and was named the first-ever Rookie of the Year. In his second season, he became National League MVP, hitting .342 with 37 steals and 124 RBIs. He played in 6 World Series, finally helping Brooklyn to its only championship in 1955. Over a decade in MLB, Robinson was selected for 6 consecutive All-Star games and finished with a career .311 average, 1,518 hits, and a reputation as one of the most disruptive base runners ever to take the field. But his influence went far beyond numbers. Robinson changed the very way the game was played. Until his debut, MLB base running was cautious and conservative. Jackie was different, daring, aggressive, always looking to steal or go first to third, ready to draw an error with pressure and speed. He reintroduced the art of stealing home, swiping the plate 19 times, including in the 1955 World Series. He didn't just open doors, he tore them off their hinges. By 1959, just 12 years after his debut, every major league team had been integrated, and black stars followed. Willie Mays, Hank Aaron, Ernie Banks. Robinson led the way. Off the diamond, his impact reverberated even more. Robinson used his celebrity to call out injustice, writing columns, speaking at civil rights rallies, and pushing for integration far beyond the ballpark. Martin Luther King Jr. called him a legend and a symbol in his own time for inspiring change not only in sport but in the American soul. Jackie testified before Congress, lobbied for fair housing, supported economic development in black neighborhoods, and used his national profile to battle for civil rights each year of his adult life. The pressure was unrelenting. Every at-bat was a test. Every stolen base, every fumbled ground ball brought new scrutiny. Opponents tried to provoke him. Fans taunted him, and the press watched his every move, looking for any reason to say, "This is why we can't have black players." But Robinson's presence turned hostility into proof of his mettle, a daily demonstration that ability and character can triumph over hate. Jackie also paved the way for opportunity after the game. He became the first black vice president of a major American corporation, chock full o' nuts, and was a founder and advisor of Freedom National Bank in Harlem, using his influence to create opportunities for others. He also became Major League Baseball's first black television analyst and demanded that baseball break more barriers, supporting the hiring of black managers and executives. After his retirement, Robinson's health declined due to diabetes, but his legacy only grew. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1962, just 5 years after his last game, and remained an outspoken advocate for social justice. In 1972, months before his early death at age 53, Robinson returned to throw the first pitch at the World Series, his hair white and his sight failing, but his principles undimmed. He publicly urged baseball to hire a black manager, a milestone that would come 3 years later. Jackie Robinson's number 42 was retired throughout Major League Baseball in 1997, the only time in history an entire sport has honored a player in this way. On April 15th, every year, players in every city, from the biggest stars to rookies still chasing their dreams, wear 42 in homage, united in respect for a standard nobody else will ever match. Statistically, Robinson's decade in the majors may not match other immortals for sheer career-counting numbers, but his impact is exponentially greater. His career point, .409 on-base percentage, reflects remarkable discipline, and his disruptive presence on the bases forever altered the way the game is played. He stole home 19 times, batted over .306 times, and finished with a career WAR of 61.8, all after debuting at an age when most talents had already started compiling numbers. But even if the numbers vanished, even with no Hall of Fame, no World Series, Robinson would still matter. He changed attitudes, forced conversations, moved hearts, and opened the game to millions of people who'd been told it wasn't for them. No athlete has ever carried such a heavy, visible weight on the field every single day. The knowledge that millions scrutinized his every move, and that his actions would reflect not just on himself, but on his race, his family, and the future of baseball itself. That weight would crush almost anyone, but Robinson wore it, soldiered on, and turned the pressure into history. Today, Jackie's story is taught in textbooks, memorialized in movies, and echoed every time someone stands up for opportunity, fairness, or basic human decency in sports or beyond. He opened doors for not only black players in baseball, but for all athletes facing discrimination, for military veterans demanding fairness, for workers seeking an equal chance. There will never be another Jackie Robinson, not because there aren't other heroes, but because the world he changed was unique. The courage required to take the field when failure would mean a setback for an entire people simply can't be replicated. Robinson ushered baseball and America into the modern age. In so doing, he proved once and for all that talent and dignity are universal, and that breaking barriers can bend the course of a nation. Every April, when stadiums everywhere come alive with players in 42, Robinson's legacy is celebrated by players who know that the doors are open to them because one man crashed through first, putting everything on the line. Jackie Robinson didn't just change baseball, he changed what was possible for everyone who would follow. There will never be another Jackie Robinson, because there will never again be a moment when courage, history, and sport meet with such ferocity and grace on the same field.